Can 120 do it again? He was on a losing streak for 14 months going into the upper bracket semifinal. That streak is over, and now it's up to Happy to switch it up. What will the changes be? Who's in shape today? Who took a shower? And is 120's internet stable again after a little outage? So many questions, Remo.
120 was once upon a time Happy's toughest challenge. It wasn't even that long ago. In the middle of 2023, we had a 3-game win streak, for example, at 120. Also, some wins roughly outside of that in a few months separated. So 120 was really, really scary for Happy for the longest time. And for the most part, he did it with this strategy. Tet Fiend opening. DK, slow start, but quick tech towards tier 2, tier 3, and more fiends. Happy. I've been anticipating, honestly, from him to switch back into Tet Fiends as well. Just do the gentleman's agreement. Both play the same, both creep, both micro, both fight, and then the better player may win. But I have been surprised that I think he never even once in recent months did it. It's been Ghoul opening every time, with even a bit of Crypt Lord in between. And now it's Ghoul again. Lich again, excuse me.
Exactly. These two are incredibly successful B-Cup players. Happy has won almost every encounter when he showed up since season 11. 70% of the B-Cups go to him. One of the two other players who could win a B-Cup is 120, twice actually. And the other one would be Lin. So 120 knows how it is to win a B-Cup, but pressure is obviously on. The stage is set, as you said. Happy going for an expansion.
Yeah.
Interesting. We've seen this every once in a while. This is not something that should greatly surprise 120. He must know that this is an option. And this camp is not that easy. How much damage can 120 do with only a DK and skeletons?
Oh, first coil missed, but the first Ghoul might be going down, being chased by the Skellies, getting away, nobody to secure the last hit. Lich now very low on mana. Death Knight at the moment still 0 experience, but pressure also on the Lich. This is a lot of pressure coming in here indeed. 120 changing up his build a little bit. It's not just straight up Tet Fiend build, but it's also more Ghouls coming, more Ghouls being made.
But then he's still able to make it to tier 3 and winning despite being a base down. Speaking of down, Ziggurat down.
And Creep Camp still not cleared. Ziggurat gonna get cancelled again. This expansion is being made indeed quite difficult. Lich low HP as well, but we have to keep experience in mind also. DK normally, when he harasses like this heavily early on, would love to get level 2 already from pre-blast hits, or at least get close. I feel like the Death Knight kind of has to get the Sasquatch on.
Should be fine. We coil a skeleton to kill the Acolyte. Huge move by 120. Wonder if he overestimates this or overstays his welcome. We got a Nova very, very soon. Lich in position, but also super low. I would say this opening with 3 Ziggurat cancels and the Acolyte kill is pretty damn flawless for 120 thus far. Only his health is dropping a little bit. The tech is on for a long time, and Happy will be stuck on tier 1 forever.
Yeah, the 2 Ghouls here making all the difference. Another cancel. I think it wasn't even cancel. I think the Sasquatch here got the kill. DK is still in. Now he's out of Necromancy though. But the last hit should go to him with the coil. If he secures it, the Lich is on the way back. There's going to be a Nova. Now there's danger. The DK is going to have to TP. But that's a huge delay.
Oh my god. 120 with the Ghoul into Fiend build. Very disruptive. And with the great lead, the Ritual Dagger can heal up the DK once again. Tech is off 30 seconds, and Happy only now starting the Ziggurat for the 4th time. Man, does he have to do some heavy lifting here. We start Championship Sunday with a banger, and we open up the sub support as well. Thank you, Kalux, for 30 months. Much love. And also to Soul 8man, who gave the proper waiting room for you guys. Much love, everybody.
Looking like a good start here for 120 indeed. If you didn't get the Sasquatch, by the way, it would be hard to get level 2. But now it's easy. Just one more creep and it's going to be his. But of course the TP is gone. So that's the one thing he really has to be mindful of.
The comeback mechanism here, of course, would be Nova surround kill. Not that easy to do. Now that 120 is continuing to heal with the second dagger and the aura. Now he can play his Fiends, and he finds Happy at the creep spot.
And he would love to get level 3 right here. Wants to pick up the item desperately. He's surrounded back here. Has to go for a telestaff. Dropping very low here once again. Nova for the last hit. Lich with a big mana potion. Lich is really low HP. Has to get out of here. Good punish. There's going to be another ghoul going down as well. But Lich is now pretty dangerous with that level 2 Nova.
Exactly. Level 3 unlock. Gets the claw, gets the circlet, got the big mana potion. That could be a game changer. Beautiful salvaging of the situation for Happy, but 120's worst is yet to come. Be coming in with the Dark Ranger, the #1 tool against ghouls, as she turns them into skeletons. Fighting for 120 can be coiled, of course. Later silence or life drain if you want to keep the push up and heal the DK a little bit. Happy hurt, but can heal for a while. The static defense is there, but it's not great. Was a bit tempted to go for the Haunted, maybe. Now we need to see 120's glorious Fiend micro.
The Lich can be a bit of a Dark Ranger counter, and oh, 4 points around without a Nova even. Coil is there. It's only one. Can he free the Dark Ranger? The surround holds, though. Happy with the big play, trying to get the lead back.
God damn, these surrounds. Absolutely perfect. The way to break this push is via the Dark Ranger kill. That was a bit overexposed, I gotta say. And Happy, even without the Unholy Aura, is able to block, is able to catch up. Now another Nova. Coil ready, anticipating that. But the Fiend is still surrounded. Level 3 for the DK. No mana, no more. This push has been broken. What the hold by Happy.
Lich very hurt here. Gonna need some healing soon. Also low on mana, but that's what the big mana potion can come in. Right away on the Death Knight. Frostburn upon him. And now he's low HP. Lich can make use of the staff again. Getting back home. Getting more rod. The tech has finally started, but it's looking pretty darn late.
There was something going on in Happy's base. I'm not entirely sure what it was. It was either a ghoul sent into Happy's base to snipe returning ghouls, or it was 2 ghouls and 1 got killed. Well, we'll see about that. Dark Ranger is back. Statues are coming. This would now be the time for the wagon to come in as well. As we see, 1 base tier 2 against... now the tech started on 2 bases for Happy. Still a bit of time by 120, but pressure has been lifted.
They're trying to creep up more. Level 4, as we know, is huge for the hero. Got great items as well, by the way. On 4, he would get another 4 intelligence and level 2 Dark Ritual. And then you get, indeed, lots and lots of mana. And you mentioned the wagon. And it is coming up. It's going to be a lot of pressure mounting soon.
Happy has used his potion already. That one's gone for the fights. Necropolis under pressure. 4 Fiends is all right. Having the statues, of course, a huge win in this. The Fiends seem all to be a bit clumped up here. Now we're moving them back. Ghoul still great damage, but invite for the Dark Ranger. She has to shine after that fumble in the last encounter.
Lich only has 1 Nova left here. This is looking a bit scary. How is Happy going to force back these Fiends? He might not be able to, really. Another Fiend hurt, another Fiend healed. Thanks to the coil. The statue here, of course, for 120 is doing wonders. And Happy's army is quickly melting away. He's down to only about 30 supply right now.
Amazing mana management on 120 as well. This was both Fiends that were so hurt, and one of them even catching a Nova. Both safe with that coil. Necropolis, he's trying to get them up. Lots and lots of skeletons, of course, due to the Dark Ranger, due to the Necromancy. And now we got the wagon up against buildings. This is a strategy that only 120 plays. And how effective that is. For many weeks, Happy hasn't cracked the code just yet. And he forgot the altar.
Gonna be a little bit late on that one. Fiends, I think, is what he needs here the most, but so many things seem to be required. So many things are missing, including Lich level 4, including a faster tech. The Ghoul is now trying to go to the back to take out the wagon, but the Dark Ranger and the Fiend Focus Fire can take him out so fast. Incredible
Fiend positioning. The Dark Ranger, I love that she chips away at that Lich. Not in fighting shape at all. 44 HP, only 20 HP only. How is that Lich ever gonna rejoin the fight, especially when the altar was late, especially when the DK isn't coming? I think 120 presents himself in tip-top Championship Sunday shape.
Yeah, Happy here seems to have an impossible task. The Statue Fiend Tier 2 army is just so much better than the Ghoul army, especially with the Dark Ranger being an assistance here. GG it is! And 120 goes up 1-0.
Wow. I did not expect the game to go like this. Happy expanding on springtime. Probably a little bit of a curveball, but 120 again, man. He is so insanely good at clobbering these down. It didn't work perfectly in their winner bracket semifinal match, and maybe Happy saw, okay, there is an opening for me to expand, because if I expand, I usually win, and if 1-0 expanded, he won. But 1-0 knew this will be your play. You will be heavier on expansion. So far, he read Happy very well with great execution, and the 1-0 for 1-0 puts even more pressure on Happy. But it's also a long series. It's a best of 7 series, and usually Happy has an advantage the longer the series is.
Lich has looked very strong lately against Human. No Human anymore in the tournament. There's only one night of left waiting in the grand final. And Happy again is trusting in the Lich. We're seeing the same initial setup. It's going to be an early scout again by the Acolyte. And if 1-0 sees another Expo attempt, he's going to get very aggressive
guys,
once more.
let's go for the grand final. And thanks, Mr. Remo Neo. Great job even on a sunshine Sunday like this.
Yeah.
B2WGG.
Glad you guys enjoy it. Thank you, Kevin U. Thank you, Terox. Imagine there's a Warcraft final going on and you know what the weather is. I haven't lifted my curtains once. That's just pure gaming.
And Happy is going to try to go for the next expansion. This camp, of course, is easier than we saw on the first map. So here some less damage should be taken, presumably. Big last hit, of course, from the first guy. Happy doesn't wait for the call to fly, even use the Nova once. That big experience. Only gets the ring here and is taking a little bit of damage early on again, but also the DK getting poked at. Acolyte gonna get denied by 1-0 even. Nice little showing. And here come the ghouls once more for more pressure.
Pressure is on the Ziggurat. That was cancelled 4 times on map number 1. I really like the splits by 1-0. The DK is kind of a decoy. Ghouls on Ziggurat, skeletons trying to steal creeps, trying to pressure the Acolyte there as well. I am almost fascinated that this Lich is again at like 1/3 HP. This is not good for Happy again.
Sick denies here, by the way. All these denies matter on the way to level 2. And it's a huge delay, once more. It also costs something for 1-0, of course. 2 ghouls committed, 1 ghoul lost. Long time off of Lumber. But he made more ghouls. He is a bit later on the Fiends. He's actually quite a bit later on the Fiends. That second Ziggurat seems to be a little later than ideal.
Well, he plays the same opener for ghouls into Fiends during the tier 2 tech. Lich got the Ritual Dagger, more expenses, and now cleaning this up. But it is not the regular level 1.9 that we get. Oh, is that still level 2? Wait, did he not steal a single creep? Oh, no, he didn't. Okay, so it is the 1.9 creep spot. Level 2, thanks to the skeleton. Boom. DK in the middle, gets a circlet. Everybody knows that Happy likes to be a little princess, especially on the Lich. Now, can he get... Oh, he's teching. Happy's teching. No Brute Force Expo anymore.
There's a Nova on the DK, though, and he has taken a lot of damage. Ritual Dagger is certainly going to be necessary. Yeah, so Happy, indeed. It wasn't a huge investment on the expansion. He went for 2 Acolytes and the Skull. So, I guess in a cancelled Ziggurat. But he got a big experience lead out of it. The DK has almost nothing. He's low HP. This is not a comfortable spot for him right now. Of course, the tech is faster for 1-2-0, but I would say the hero progress is more valuable here.
So far, indeed, invests another Nova for that kill. All the mana points have to be spent. We got the chip damage that we've seen before. This time, though, on 1-0. That skeleton gets away. You can clearly feel that nobody is allowing the other even 12 XP from a skeleton.
Some good saves here on Happy as well. I think he didn't lose a ghoul yet. Gonna lose a last hit now. DK with the coil, finally trying to get some more experience, some level ups. Every undead knows playing without Unholy Aura doesn't feel right. And this DK is still pretty far away from it.
Get some solid snipes out, 1.5. That means the turtle camp could give him level 2. I wonder if 1-0 is blind or if he saw that tech. I'm not sure, actually.
Good question. Is there any tell right now?
Well, the tell to me is Happy. What the hell is going on? Alta started now as tier 2 finished. No DK. And of course, you need this Alta for tier 3 as well.
Happy going for a tier 2 expansion.
Oh, is that an adjustment or was that always the play? So what that does is like 120 thinks it's one base. Usually against expansions he goes Dark Ranger, but he didn't see the expo. He thinks he's just straight up Tekken. So 120 will not go for the Dark Ranger.
It seems like Happy here has to go tier 2 expo now because he can't spend all of his money on hero because the altar was late. But was that intentional in the end? It's a fascinating setup right here.
Yes.
I don't think I've ever seen Happy play a tier 2 expo before in Mirror.
Me neither. This definitely is new, and I'm very curious how 120 adjusts to this. We got the first claw already. We got the Unholy Aura unlocked. Happy's inventory, by the way, once again, absurd. 120 gets the scout off when the expo is at the halfway mark. Super important.
Happy's not level 3 yet, by the way. Really close to it. One creep camp would be enough, but now 120 close in the middle. Happy's worried that there might be an attack coming in. Might not think that he has the time to creep up here.
Statues should be coming in soon. The fourth ziggurat is coming in time. Get another circlet. Mantle also sweet. Lich is around the corner, but as he's... Oh, sweet steal for the level 3 just in time.
And a bit more experience from the green camp here. One more item. Lich has found great items so far. Gauntlets, sure. Why not? DK is joining. And it seems like a greedy tech here by Happy almost. Very fast going to tier 3. Of course, 120 ahead there.
Right on. We have seen some later expansions in this matchup in the upper bracket semifinal. On 120's side, though, there was oftentimes tier 3. Rush tier 3 as fast as you can, then expand and win the game from there and keep Happy busy. Now Shoes a little bit on the other foot. Invis Lich roaming around. Can he find him? Not in time, but he's going straight for the Acolytes. Not even a creep jack.
A player's forces are under attack.
Okay, he doesn't have Rod here, so he can't be too disruptive. Can kill 2 Acolytes, maybe. Perhaps 1 is all he gets. Seems like minimal impact here, really, but at least forcing 120 back a little.
Yeah, this is surely annoying. We got another claw, by the way, on DK. 2 Acolyte kills, potential for 3. DK couldn't reach for a long time. The ghoul damage not sufficient. Coil at the ready. Staff used as well. Now... Lich on 120's side, level 2. DK, because he had to defend, is not level 3. And the tech by Happy is slowly but steady reaching tier 3 territory.
120 has only 4 Acolytes right now.
Oh,
he didn't remake
no.
the other one that he lost.
Oh, no, not again. This has happened before.
That's going to be really costly. You have to realize that real quick. He's going for the Dark Ranger. Save the money for her. Is he going to go for the Acolyte now, or is this just simply forgotten?
Well, he got the money now. Oh, he built it. Okay. Saved. So it was a conscious decision.
Okay, Happy's tier 3, reaching it seemingly just in time. Black Arrow can lead to Skellies here very fast. Happy has the orb, but no destroyers. 2 fiends, 2 statues, but low on fiends. Ghouls have to help out here in this defense. 2 heroes, there's only 3. 120 is looking favored. Dark Ranger comes in, though. Perfect timing for the silence against the coil.
Amazing. 1 fiend down already. Second one falls in the back line. 120 is seconds away from destroyers. That's usually his timing. Destros against the ghouls. Ooh, the third fiend. 120 is losing so much of his damage. Happy almost with the surround of the Dark Ranger. Getting a Nova out here. It seems destined to be a happy game after all. Only destroyers can save 120.
Yeah, sick arrival of the Dark Ranger there. The fast tech for Happy with the orb, and then the Dark Ranger. The Dark Ranger coming in with the silence makes that hold work. Otherwise, everything might have died. And now Happy's looking really stable. Huge lead. Expo running. Seems to have no disadvantages anymore. Getting very close to a tied series.
Wow, that was quite a fumble by 120. I mean, of course, the Dark Ranger arrived at the perfect time, but usually we've seen better fiend control from him, and then everything spiraled out of control as if he wasn't ready for this very moment. Also, maybe, you know, in hindsight, you can say, should you tech when Destroyer upgrade is finished? So you have that solution. Now fiends are gone. Very few resources. 120 at 50 food. Lich hurt. Mana is okay, I guess, but that's about it.
Happy unlocking everything he needs here slowly but surely. Upgrades, second crypt, destroyers, everything's going to be available soon. The Dark Ranger finally joins in again for 1-2-0, but he needed to do more with that first attack. He needed to cripple Happy significantly, considering he has the expansion, of course. He's getting some ghoul kills here still. That's some skellies being raised. But Happy's gonna have Dispel real soon.
Yeah, Happy also coming in with the second crypt for lots of production. He will have superior Fiend numbers, which was what decided their winner bracket semifinal. Who had more Fiends with the better tech wins the game most of the time. Lich by 1-2-0 close to level 3. 1-2-0 still alive. Happy some lumber issues, but he also invested into 3 upgrades back to back to back. So that's quite natural, I gotta say. And I can't help but wonder, would have been a counter expansion maybe even the better play?
Yeah, perhaps. I guess now with hindsight being 2020, it seems that way. Ideally, I think the Undead wants to go for as strong of a push as possible, hurt the opponent, and then maybe after that you can go for the counter expo. But all that is now tears in the rain, slipped away. We have a destroyer finally morphed. But there's Web, of course. Happy has weak coils at the moment with only level 2 Death Knight, but very, very strong economy and reinforcements.
Right on. Lich finally makes it to 3. The Lich by Happy is plus 20 with 2 gloves of haste, by the way. The DPS of the first hero is absurd, plus the level 2 Dark Ritual for more and more and more Nova. This is the end. I can't help but think that this is a lost opportunity by 1-2-0. Happy ties up the series. Not without being threatened, especially in the early game. But he also shows a good new nuance to this, a good new branch of the strategy. We don't have to brute force expansions. We can pivot to a tier 2 tech, and that works fine. And for once, 1-2-0 couldn't respond properly to this. Now things get really interesting, because we also have seen this before. It's been a while. Where we had a similar setup, I would say. Happy playing the same strat all the time, and that was Crypt Lord. And then 1-2-0 figured that one out, and Happy switched to Lich, and now we got it the other way around. When Happy switched last time, 1-2-0 looked hopeless. And it took him like weeks to find a solution to this properly. But when he found the solution, it looked really good. So it came as a surprise to you. It comes as a surprise to me. It might come as a surprise to 1-2-0 as well. So can he counter this properly?
How's Happy going to play this? Is he going to go for the instant expansion? Is he going to go for a creep camp first? Is it Impale? Or is it Beetles? Okay, it's Beetles. We have that question answered. 2 critters on the way. 1-2-0 with a good scout, of course. Saw it happening immediately. Blocking the ghoul, by the way, with the Acolyte.
Wow.
It's a hurt ghoul already. Has to back away.
Damn, that was a lovely block. 1-0 in fighting shape. Now, DK with the first coil, first experience of the game, goes to 1-2-0. Happy signaling here. I will need an expansion against you. Ghoul down thanks to Bash. Acolyte under pressure as well. Frostmourne hungers. And 1-2-0 with the hell of a creep jag.
Yeah, really good start so far. Happy wasn't producing there for a little while. We saw in the first 2 maps, the Lich was brawling with the Skellies and DK. Lich was dropping low, the Lich had to retreat. That's not going to happen with the Crypt Lord. Crypt Lord standing on Blight can brawl like almost nobody else. So the DK is the one here who has to probably back off. But he can use those coils from range. Those steals were wonderful. And the Skellies, of course, can be used on both sides. The Creep Camp is still not cleared. We have some ghouls in the main base for Happy, also in trouble. This might cost a Narrow Tower. 1-2-0 is doing this well again.
Yeah, super stressful. Good multitasking by 1-2-0. It's sometimes a little bit of the question what 1-2-0 we will see. Is it the Necromancer former world champion, or is he having a little off day here? But this is definitely one of the stronger 1-2-0 days. I was a bit worried after his winner bracket final on one of the days prior to today. But damn, he is fighting strong, and the pressure Happy is on. It's a bit troublesome for the Happy fans.
Yeah, Happy has to get this last hit. But how's he gonna do it?
Surround into last.
With the surround, maybe!
Yeah.
I guess that's how you do it!
That's how you do it, man. Oh boy, needs to get the TP now. That is very unfortunate. Pressure was about to rise with that Fiend coming in. He gets an Acolyte on his way back, thanks to the Kobold Taskmaster assistance. Still, the DK has a higher level than the Crypt Lord, without creeping a single spot. Just harass, just last hits. But happy, of course, with the one answer there was. What a high-level play this is already.
Yeah, really fun series here that we're tuning into early on this Championship Sunday. Death Knight now with the Aura, much earlier to enjoy that here on this third map. But no TP anymore. And of course, Crypto now being level 2. He's got the Impale ready. And a lot of ghouls and skellies and everything on the field as well. Happy right now seems to have full map control, intending to get all the experience he can.
Power level is absolutely necessary. It's once again the Dark Ranger. No surprise, there is an expansion. There will be a Dark Ranger. DK has to be careful. Might be advisable to go for a staff because, as you say, Impale's ready. Mana also ready. Great read by Happy.
Oh, so good now to have the Aura, but the Fiend is still getting caught. Happy gets in front somehow. How is it even possible? With a move speed advantage. There's no way you can save that. Impale, follow up. If the DK dies here, the game might just be over. And he almost did. Good counter surround there with the Dark Ranger.
God damn it. These cockroaches always find the way in front. Unbelievable counter by Happy. He still has a gigantic tech deficit, of course, but Expo is up. He starts mining. This is the last Acolyte, then he can start his own tech. And 120 was bleeding quite a bit here. Maybe the creep route a bit too predictable.
Happy going for the graveyard already. The tech indeed is looking pretty late. The mining could have been a little bit faster. Happy wants to get the experience here. Coil steal maybe. Not in time this time.
So fragile here. If there's another Ghouls around, he's losing so much momentum. Impale on the Dark Ranger. Needs to somehow get out. We do have a coil. She can stay in there, but there's just layer after layer after layer of undead. Dark Ranger dead.
Lord 3, the surrounds. Dude, the surrounds making all the difference. And that Fiend. That's a big mistake by 120. Oh, but he has Burrow. But there's Crystal Ball, actually. Happy. Forgetting about the Crystal Ball, perhaps. The DK also in trouble. Now he's using the ball. Fiend, though, getting away. Move speed again, helping out. And the statue comes in. Speaking of helping out, it's going to be a big assistance.
Dark Ranger will be back in 17 seconds plus traveling time. Happy still pressuring, not allowing this DK level 3. I think this is extremely smart to contest the middle. Time for his expansion to rise. New ghoul reinforcements coming in as well. Alta this time perfectly in time. Second Crypt as always. 120 again with the wagon. But is the setup enough to break this expo?
A player's forces are under attack.
Good question. I don't have an answer for you yet. Dark Ranger can't get any skellies here in the middle, unfortunately. There's very few corpses, actually, from these creeps. DK, though, needs that experience. Needs that level 3 really bad.
And 120 is often not teching. Fourth Ziggurat is ready. Shop is gone, and now where will the attack end up on? Usually it's always the Expo. Oh, both creep right next to each other. Happy and fighting, punching distance, but no mana on the Crypt Lord anymore.
He's going for a shop at the expansion. Soon he can go for mana pots over there. Also mana pots in the main base. Happy still has to wait 50 seconds for that tech in the main. Seems to be really late.
Statue advantage, of course, on 120 as well. Constant HP, constant mana available to him. That's something 120 can't say about himself. He knows that there's a shop. He sees the fortification. It is an interesting angle where he's pushing from, not from the south, which would be natural, but we have the wagon there already.
Shop cancelled. Mana potions delayed for quite a while with that. Dark Ranger and DK close to being surrounded, by the way. Not trying to go for the Death Knight, though. Happy is aiming for the Fiends. The Beetles in the front. One kill, that's level 3. Big level up right here, there. And of course, the Beetles don't give corpses. They don't give more skellies to the Dark Ranger. The Crypt Lord is the one getting surrounded in the end. Staffing back home. Just in time.
Fiends surround at the same time. We got reveal now, so Burrow doesn't work, I guess. Now, lots and lots of damage on these ghouls. And that is, of course, always when a ghoul falls, a new skeleton for 120.
Happy Happy trying to buy time for the Expo to pay off more and more. There is basically full mining going on there. Now the Crypt Lord rejoined. He used mana potions, or he bought mana potions. One use already. Beautiful impale right here, hitting 3 fiends, getting 1 kill. Coil a bit too late.
The control of both of these players is crazy. They're microing everywhere. 3 different screens, 3 different directions. Focus fire, always on the right target. Mana management, superb. 120 has started tier 3, realizing I can't break this Expo. I still might have a second chance when my tech is faster and I get destroyers out. He has done it before to win 1 base versus 2 base. Is that one of these games? The longer the game goes, the better it is for Happy.
Happy going to the shop. I love that he didn't sell the Ring of Protection yet. I'm worried he might still. It's so good on the Crypt Lord, sometimes underappreciated. Taking out the wagon would be very appreciated indeed. Can't coil that one, of course. Acolyte trying to repair while Happy's fiends are backing away. And now the Death Knight for Happy is finally joining.
Okay, we got a bit of an XP lead here for 120 after all the ghouls have been, or most of the ghouls have been rotated out. Impale of Destiny onto all these clumped up fiends. And now who controls their fiends better?
Crypto there almost getting surrounded. Really close one that might have killed him. He has the staff, but I think it's on cooldown. Happy's army still kind of weak. He would love to have some statues.
Staff was ready. Potions available now as well, as the DK is dropping relatively low. New wagon has to be produced. I wonder if it's... Yeah, it should be ready for the tier 3, so we can start Destroyer upgrade as fast as possible. Both players going for the upgrade. Happy, a bit atypical for him, queuing the second attack upgrade right away. Maybe a learning from the previous game of the 2.
Yeah, almost seems a bit greedy here by Happy. He's staying at 50. Is he feeling so confident that there's no real danger here? That there's no need to go upkeep? That's what it looks like right now.
That's right. Man, I'm nervous. How can this guy not be nervous? Maybe Colorful is right. He is a robot after all. Never showing signs of fatigue. Never showing signs of nerves. Impale Beauty. Again, damage on all these fiends at the same time. DK far forward. Statue wagon is coming in, but there's no buildings to attack really, and Disease Cloud doesn't work, so limited usage of that wagon now.
Mana potion. Crippled has 1 more impale. Happy is fighting here despite statue disadvantage, aura and level 2 coil disadvantage. This seems eager indeed, maybe a bit over eager. 120 is now the first player going into upkeep.
Level 3 Dark Ranger. Good damage as well. Lich is coming. Second attack upgrade also coming. Frenzy on the way for Happy. Lich, Fiend, statues. Plus, of course, tower support. Blight advantage. 120 never crept an Expo. He cannot counter expand behind this push.
Statues here for Happy would be huge, especially against the Dark Ranger.
This goddamn wagon can't get a single shot at before because the beetles are always there. In these fiend fights so far, 120 is looking great, but the longevity is not with him at all. Destroyer timing is right around the corner though, and there is no weapon.
Good damage on those fiends on both sides, both with 2-0. Happy still has the inferior army because of the lacking levels on Death Knight especially. Still, the advantage of being able to rely on Blight always, the towers over there, the shop over there as well.
Lich is coming. Big impact. Nova Orb. Crypt Lord is not looking too healthy. Used the potion before. Lots of hero focus now on 120. Happy's Lich arrives earlier because it was spawning closer to the fight, to the battleground really. Coil in time. Nova on the feed. Didn't burrow. Reveal as well. Oh, is Happy taking control now? There's beetles everywhere, making this so difficult to fight.
With those 2 attack upgrades and now the orb as well, Happy has really strong target fire. And if he takes out 1 units after another, that's going to be great for him. Already with a supply lead. Happy's looking really, really good here, with one exception, that being the hero levels.
Yeah, 3-1-1 is not great. It's a Dark Ranger with Black Arrow level 2. Would be worse if the Lich would be 3, but just arrived. Coil. Oh, that Impale is gorgeous. Can he get anything out of it, though? This burrow doesn't work. There's reveal once again. It seems like 120 is running out of options here. Hero focus might have been an option. Instantly countered by Happy. And now there's just a lot of blue dabba-dee dabba-da.
Not sure if there's web. There should be. Probably. Lich in trouble. Info potion. Coil as well. Mana potions. Happy trying everything to keep these heroes alive. On level 1, they're still pretty squishy. Destroyer's gonna fall in the end. Happy getting closer to level ups. But it's Death Knight for 1-0 now on level 4. But running low on mana.
Pure mass will decide the outcome of this. Dark Ranger more or less out of the fight. The hero focus didn't work. There was a lot of free damage on the Fiends, and now 1-0 doesn't have the numbers anymore. 38 only. It's almost twice the supply. Impale with the double kill. Glorious, glorious. Happy takes advantage in the series.
There was a triple kill. Impale with the DK following shortly after. My. Big level up there with level 4. The Crypt Lord. Happy under lots of pressure this game. It looked like a perfect early game harass by 1-0 against the expansion. So many last hits he stole, but then getting surrounded. All of a sudden there, the game slipped a bit away, getting surrounded again and again, losing the Dark Ranger and Fiends. Happy wins this game because of outstanding mechanics, as so often.
Life in the final, probably hoping for a 1-0 win, I would say. Has a better track record and more experience against that guy than it is against Happy. It's so interesting that usually we would talk about, oh my god, if the series goes long, what chances will the winner have in the grand final when he's tired, when he's fatigued? Not with Happy. Like, not a single word about mental drain, about endurance. No, we know it doesn't matter if it's 2 best-of-7 series or best-of-21. Happy will always show his best and probably even get better.
A player's forces are under attack.
And he had an Acolyte in production, but cancelled the Acolyte. It looks like Happy at the moment is faking the expansion after the seed was planted from the early game on previous maps. 1-0, is he going to overreact? Not really. He's keeping the ghouls at home. He's making none else. I think 1-0 is realizing this isn't really an expo.
Yeah, looking good so far. DK is coming in. Always a stressful situation because there's Bash involved.
Oh.
No. You can't get stuck here, Step Bro.
No.
Oh, damn.
No. And he slips out the Lich to reclose with the ghoul. Are you kidding me right now? And he did that in like half a second.
Dude is pretty good, man. Dude is pretty good at what he does.
No way. You know how hard that is to do, dude?
Dude, I break my fingers
God.
trying to execute a build order, but you can't describe it to me.
Yeah, that's so insane. Like, the way he's switching control groups between the Lich and the ghouls. He's microing them individually while also moving them in unison. Looking for that surround, then closing it with the Lich, then having the next unit next to the Lich, using that with the shift command, using that to move it out of the way. So sick. That was sick.
Didn't even realize the greatness in front of my eyes. Thankfully, we got Mr. Remo Demo by our side. Yeah, that's a terrible early game for 1-0.
Rechecking the expansion. Hey, he gets a tome. I guess that's something.
Nerd.
Lost the TP, almost no experience. And with the skull being there, maybe an opportunity for a tier 2 expo again for Happy. But he doesn't have another Acolyte, so a bit less incentive perhaps. 1-0 would love to see this last hit here. Not gonna receive it.
It's
There
a
are
solid.
some juicy ghouls, maybe.
Exactly. There, I was about to say the poison worked, but the Nye with the Dark Ritual. This is always a great opportunity because of poison, but Happy only 1 loss and not even XP. Coil used on his skeleton. All right. 1-0 has the tech advantage going for him. But yeah, you gotta have your scouts out at that 6 o'clock position at all times now.
It's always a great sign of the early game if you get both items from the middle greens here. From the Turtle Hydra camp. But it's a bit dangerous with that Hydra slow. As we know. With DK still so far from the level 2, he just feels so much weaker.
Yeah, and also poison damage, unmitigated damage over time. It's the 1-0 classic. It's the Naga that helped him on springtime in the upper bracket. We need frost armor now. We need lots of damage, but the damage on the DK.
Damage is also on the Lich. Happy trying to fight back. He might be losing the first hero here, actually. It looks like he is. DK, or Lich rather, super hurt. One more right click. Oh, he gets away.
Oh my
Barely.
god. Don't tell me. I mean, it's still expensive. It's still lots of ghouls, but that Lich escaping on 15 HP. 120 showing a little bit of Dota skills there, a little bit of Medusa stutter stepping. We know he's been a big Dota fan and playing with Colorful quite a bit. But man, what an escape by Happy, and how demotivating for 120.
Lich getting healed up already. Gonna get healed up even more when the DK arrives. And how is 120 healing? Right now, he's not healing on the Death Knight, and that's a little bit concerning.
Yeah, as you see how fast that Ritual Dagger is, with the Lich being back at 50% in no time. I very much agree. We focus on the Slaughterhouse, we focus on the tag. Creep Jack, no way! Nova, punish,
Bye-bye.
kill, GG.
Does he surround that? Oh, I guess
course.
he does. Surprise, surprise!
How are you asking these questions, Remo? That's almost blasphemous on a Sunday.
Yeah, Lich is 1 kill away from level 3. How much experience does the Death Knight have again? Anybody remember that one? It's not much, is it?
Nope, it's 1.1. That's it. 1.1. Oh damn. 120
Happy's
in
looking
deep
insane
trouble.
right now. He is looking unbelievable.
He's solid, I guess, and oh man. It's similar to the match against Lin, isn't it? The upper bracket match, so competitive, so back and forth, both players with answers to each other throughout the series, and then Lin and also 120 today, they face Happy in the lower bracket, and it's just a slaughter.
Forces are under attack.
Yeah, Happy has an Acolyte moving out. This is not a scouting Acolyte, but the one from the main base. Happy is feeling damn confident. Here we go. Expo coming up, while the enemy Death Knight is only level 1.
It's kind of the 120 strat from the upper bracket match. Like Mega Man, just reverse, you know? Not stealing the tech of his victims, but using the strats that he was beaten with, in a way. Yeah, power level is crazy. Naga's still good late game. We've seen it on Wednesday. But of course, not like a Dark Ranger, not like a Lich. And the DK, we're 8 minutes in, he's still level 1.
A player's forces are under attack.
Yeah, this is one of the worst feelings, dude. Playing half the game, or perhaps even more, without Unholy Aura. Yikes. Happy got the Unholy Aura way faster with a DK second. That's a crazy game state, man. That's a terrible, terrible, terrible spot.
Well, well, Lich is coming. 120's 50-50 fights are usually very good, so maybe there's a little bit of hope in that. He prioritizes Naga during creeping for that bursty Fork Lightning too. He needs it for the next fight in combination with Nova. That's his one last chance he got. One fight due to tech advantage.
Yep, seems like it. Destroyer Orb timing will have to do it. He needs a level 3 DK for that, though. There might be enough time to find that level up. Maybe the Naga has to remove herself from some of this creeping, but then creeping is even slower.
She wants level 3. And then maybe slither away. Happy is from here on out on 2 bases.
Happy still with a rather small army. No defenses yet at the expansion, but there's going to be a Nerub there soon, I imagine. 120. Does he have skellies even? Did he scout this even? Is he anticipating this even? Maybe not.
Yeah, maybe scouting is slipping a little bit. This is not something that Happy used to do. We got a Mana Stone. That's a big help. Maybe a little help from RNGesus, but there's not many camps to take anymore. No additional layer, no banshees, no bombs, just attack upgrade. And I guess we go. Level 3 precisely. Level 3 on the Naga as well. Items are solid. Now it's time to punch.
Happy gonna get a big item here as well from the Gargantuan. Ghouls all looking good, all looking healthy. Ankh, maybe not the most helpful, but looks like 120 knows where he has to go, knows where he has to strike. Over at the expansion, Ghouls see it early. No Nerub Tower yet, by the way. Happy is going for Destroyers instead of spending his money there, taking the supply lead already.
We got the ... That was, of course, missing before. Yeah, home turf advantage. No tower, but blight. Statues coming in, faster reinforcements. 120 knows what's up. And again, what is the answer? Is the burst damage enough? Is that attack upgrade enough to blow through here?
Oh, Naga being greeted by the little Kolnova right there. Full mana, may as well use it. Happy still finds the time to creep one more camp. As it seems, Naga low HP already, has to hold that Invo Potion here. Ghoul's now in a bit of a weird position. Nova could be huge against them. But Happy looking formidable also with those destroyers. In we go. Nova on the Ghouls, Fortlining as well. They're going down pretty quick. But there's no Dark Ranger to raise the skeletons right here, of course. Hiding back with the Fiends. They're all still alive. That part is looking good, but Happy has more Novas to use. Speaking of Nova, onto the Ghouls. Ghouls are mostly gone. Happy now relying heavily on Destroyers.
The anti-Naga play is really good. So much pressure. Destroyer is gone. He moves 2 new ones. Naga barely any uptime because of the pressure on her the entire time. It's a very classic fight at this very stage of the game. Ooh, with 120's Destroyer taking out Happy's Ghouls. Lich is back. Another Destroyer falling here. And Happy doesn't have Lumber currently to replace that army.
DK Hurt has an Ankh. Gonna need that soon. What is there actually having a great fight here?
Nova.
He's taking a big supply lead.
Need
Little
to
trouble as
coil.
well. Mana Potion. The Mana Stone, in fact, it was. And we have still more coils for 120.
There's a big Invo Potion as well in an Ankh. I don't think Hero Focus is the way. 120 realizes this as well. Goes for units, but there's not many units left to focus anymore.
Happy now making feeds. It's going to be the better late game army, of course. But this was amazing trades for 120. These Ghouls seem to do basically nothing.
As always between them, Groundhog Day in the tier 3 fighting stages. But now Happy is on 2 bases. Happy is replacing Ghouls with Fiends. Doesn't have Web against the Destroyers still. But the inventory for Happy is looking so good. Big invul, Ankh, Potion, the small invul. We got defensive items like Ring and Slippers and Evasion. Like, how are you supposed to kill these heroes?
At some point, you will have to find a way. Kolnova again on the Naga. Invo Potion might be necessary here in a moment. Happy they're going to lose 1 Fiend, maybe even 2. Coil to save it, trying to back away. Naga, importantly, still has the Invo.
Ooh, that Lich, man. That Naga. Pressured every single fight. Stands in the shadow of the statues. That helps, of course. Has an Invo Potion as well. The Naga play has been superb by 120 thus far. Always using it as a little bit of a decoy. Always as a little damage sponge, as usually he plays with the DK. Got a heal scroll now. Got an invul now. The Lich can hide as well. Supply lead is still with 120, but he's down a base and paying upkeep.
Going for the expansion now, actually. Not trying to brute force. Get the win right here. Happy's adding an A-bomb. Can be decent against Fiends, but can also get kited very heavily. Death Knight now far up front.
Oh my god!
Oh, the Lich is dead! Bye-bye, Lich! Big nuke! And he goes down.
What? That comes out of nowhere, out of absolutely nowhere. And that's the big advantage of a Naga. So many people ask, why Naga? Why Naga? You can't coil her. It's so squishy and fishy. That's why burst damage, Lich down, has to be brought back from the tavern. That's expensive.
Happy has the gold, but he's so low on lumber. He's got only 3 ghouls. Losing the shop as well. No easy access to potions and everything else. Looks like 120 is getting really far ahead right now.
Dude's on steroids since he reached the late game stages of Hammerfall. I'm baffled the game is in a state like this.
A bit too slow there with the Invul Potion. It returns, almost dead again immediately. Invul necessary now. Dark Ranger 3, good level up, but there's Destroyers, of course, against her. A-Bomb is doing decent, but Happy Supply is just way too low, it seems.
Ooh.
Lich in trouble indeed. Silence immediately dispelled. Well done. Nova doesn't find that kill.
A bomb being saved. Good damage sponge there as well, but the focus fire seems to be too good with the Destroyer up. 120 with level 4. Lich in trouble once again. Happy doesn't have a coil anymore. Ankh is on the DK, now transferred. Was about to say lightning strikes twice, but no. 4-4-3, 120 clawing back in the series. Lich all by himself in the shadow of the tower. That helps maybe. Is there a chance for 120 overcommitting to this, or are we getting our 2-2? GG! Unbelievable comeback by 120.
super sick after such a start. What the hell? DK got surrounded immediately. DK died on level 1. DK was stuck on level 1 for the longest time. But that push, he played perfectly.
This is the point in the cast where Remo usually would agree with me, but I think his neighbors are once again ringing the doorbell. We got the skull, we got the dagger, we got the rod. Always a lot of items that undead in the beginning. 120 has a long way across the map. Is he in time for the coil? He was able to delay this expansion for a long time. He's already killing the raccoon for extra skeletons. That's a nice setup. 4 skellies at a rival. Who controls this better? We do have Impale. Wait, the DK got it! He got it!
Yeah, that's a big fumble maybe by Happy. He could have gone for the trappers instead. Loses both last hits to this Death Knight here. And he's not going for the impales around. He can't find it yet. Must land it now. Might get out. He might get out. He might get out. Happy reclosing it. 120 reopening it. Disaster.
What the hell is going on? He got 1.9. The Crippy has nothing. Not even a skeleton.
Oh my god.
Level 2. Jesus Christ. Give me what 120 had this morning. It might even grow my hair back.
Absolute disaster. Catastrophe has struck. Happy looking closer to elimination ahead of the grand final in B Cup than ever. I mean, it's the early game. Maybe there's a way back, but you can't hope for a better start into the game than this. If you want to 0.
Literally. Like, it cannot get any better. Orange, orange, orange. Happy in the deep red now. You made it. You said it, man. Happy was in every single big up. He taps out. He taps out. No hope. No fighting spirit here on Echo. It's the perfect counter. What else do you need than a DK and a few skeletons? Necromancer striking back in fashion. 3-2 match points. Right on. I like that 120 is not switching away from Fiends. Why would you? It's the biggest strength you got. It's still a switch up. It's still a different game. But you keep your Fiends, even though you get them later. He is harassing now. Little bit of optimization. Both pull the creeps. Happy knows this now. Can the DK again find creep steal?
With the Nova, that could be interrupted. Ideally, you want to use the Nova when the coil is in the air. Just like this. Wasting a little bit of mana.
Alrighty. Yeah, in case you guys weren't here, Wednesday 120 was on a 14-month losing streak against Happy. And now he might win him twice in 1 week. But winning the last map against Happy is always the hardest.
Happy got the full experience here from the camp. Working towards a little bit of an experience lead already. And as mentioned earlier, this is what the Lich kind of has to do. If we build into Fiend Statue Destroyer ultimately, then the DK first comes out ahead of the Lich first. Usually also the ghouls start falling off towards tier 3. So Happy needs to get a little bit of an edge. He's working on that right now. DK looking for some cheeky coil steals, but none were allowed so far.
Exactly. Used 1 coil on the skeleton to keep it up, but now we see exactly what you said after the Echo Isles game. Lich chip damage onto that DK. He's not a threat at the moment, something that a Crypt Lord can't provide. Ghouls can creep stuff in the meantime, and I think this switch back to Lich is working out nicely for Happy so far.
Yeah, I think so too. Gloves of Haste already. Would love some Claws of Attack as well. Happy is being blessed by Fortuna here on map 6 in the series. And why not some boots?
Whew. Yeah, Lich with boots, man. Goes on a prowl, goes chasing. 120 falling back, healing up a little bit, creeping himself. He does not want the game like Hammerfall again, where he has to play with a super late Unholy Aura. No. But in a creeping game, Lich is faster.
Because the ghouls, especially. Lich is gonna lock in level 3 right here. This is a great start for Lich opening. Level 3 really fast, no ghoul losses, no creep steals, and then the Lich can start to throw his weight around a little bit. Sick items. Amazing items for this Lich here.
Yeah, and this harassing Lich will be a problem. At least we got level 2. We got a Ring of Protection against that chip damage, which is also not to be underestimated. We have a tech lead on 1-0. It's already on the way to tier 3. Lich is coming as well. No forgotten altars, no late graveyards. Everything coming together just perfectly.
Zero knows he's the weaker player right now, has to play a bit of defense here for a little while. Healing up nicely, passively on Blight from the low level. Death Knight, with the Lich joining, it's going to start looking a bit better. Happy here was fishing for a Creepjack. Didn't quite find one. Going for a Telly Staff, going for a possible Acolyte hunt, but very valuable for 1-0 to see this early.
Units are roaming everywhere on the map. I think this little stalemate is totally fine if you have a roaming Lich and not lose any units or HP to that Lich. It should be fine indeed. Happy is going for the consumable in the middle with 3 ghouls.
That might be a bit ambitious, as they say.
Oh. I'd never put it out of the realm of possibility that Happy creeps a rat spot with 1 ghoul, so what do we know?
Gonna pull away from it now. DK instead gonna go creeping with those ghouls. Maybe to the gold mine immediately for a fast level 2. As the Lich makes it into the main base. And that's gonna be at least 1 kill.
Boom goes the dynamite. There is no backup Acolyte and there's potential for way more. Gotta evacuate. Lich can not reach, but there's another target. 2 Acolytes down during tech. 30 seconds, no mining.
This is really painful already, and a ghoul as well. Oh, wow. Another one, maybe. Dude, the Lich items here are crazy effective. Another one. Oh my god.
And the coil. My god. That was freaking brutal. He comes up with a push out of thin air. Shout out to Hitor in the YouTube chat who said exactly that. Happy should just attack Acolytes now. And he did. And it is brutal. Happy on the way to game 7.
Yeah, all series long there was a narrow tower in front of 1-0's base. Not this time. And this time, the time he gets punished for it.
And that at a crucial moment. 1-0 still needs to creep, still needs items, still needs everything he can get from tier 3. Should then be a Dark Ranger once again. There is a specialty option maybe to go for Crypt Lord, but I don't think it's the game for a Crypt Lord really. That would be pretty atypical otherwise. We also have to lick our wounds and get the economy back up. That might be a bit more important right now.
Hundreds of gold, around 600 gold lost to this attack. Very, very painful indeed. Happy got the next item. Ring of Region, by the way, great for the Death Knight. Book of the Dead, of course, pretty bad considering Destroy's right around the corner, but that's more money. What's the follow-up for Happy gonna be?
We got a Book of the Dead, nice as well. Ring of the Archmagi, a little bit of a damage boost for the Lich, which he absolutely needs. Yep,
Look at
let's go, dude! As if he found a double damage rune. That's crazy. He's the one being coiled as well. Crowd controlled by that Nova. DK can escape, but that Lich
is over, bro.
It's so over. It's Omega over. Yep, and 1-0 knows. Hot damn, good. The mental stability by Happy. Facing a historic loss in the lower bracket of B Cup, where he always is in the final, losing that game. First, losing Hammerfall, where he was destined to win the game. Then on the follow-up map that he picked, getting destroyed in 2 minutes. And then coming back swinging under pressure like this.
Alright, Lich is going to be discovered in a moment. And the Acolyte Scout as well. There is no 6th Acolyte at all for Happy. He's not going scouting. He's not going expanding. He's saving money with only 5 Acolytes.
Wow.
Oh, but he goes for a skull still.
Fake?
Expo fake out, maybe.
1-0 has to figure out where things are going. He saw that there was no Acolyte with the army. And he pulls back. He's not falling for it, it seems. He's not crossing the entire map. See that there is no expo play and then having to move back. Nah, he's adjusting fast.
So many mind games going on here, by the way. If Happy made an Acolyte here, surprisingly, he could have actually set up the expansion now pretty easy. But 1-0 making calculated guess, saying, no, he's not going to do it. He's just trying to bait me into it. That was the right read. Right
on. Now, he's still got that skull, can help creeping, can set up an expansion at tier 3, as we've seen. 1-0 has set up expansions on tier 2 for Happy, tier 3 for 1-0. Still so many options. The momentum with Lich is always with Happy. 1-0 though, uncontested creeping, going with Fiends. Oh,
double mantle.
Double mantle.
That's sick. That is the best 2 items you could have gotten here by far.
Happy also with the mantle. The tailor makes good money here on TM.
Happy is looking for more juicy items here. Going for the rock golem now, but the timing is great for 1-0 right around the corner. But he can't coil steal this one.
That's right. Might go for an ogre. We see a little bit more of a defensive position here. Chip damage coming in. You don't want to be surrounded as you were on Hammerfall. Nova. Ghouls. This was very much telegraphed, and the defensive maneuver by 1-0 fits. This is more damage from creeps versus ghouls.
A single ghoul has gone down so far. That one denied by Dark Ritual. So minimal losses for Happy. Totally worth it, I would say, for the experience here he's gotten. He would get level 3 if he finishes this camp.
Classic DK and Fiend harass. We saw one skeleton going down. Maybe we have to mention it at this point because there's been so many skeleton denies across the series. Tier 2 around the corner. Is 1-0 going Dark Ranger or Naga again?
Could be a possibility. If the Lich is hits level 3 though, that would be probably not the right call. Because then the Naga is going to be very, very susceptible to being nuked immediately. But that level 3 is not yet achieved.
By the way, this week, Naga, 100% win rate. Banshees, 0% win rate. We haven't seen a Banshees at all this entire series. It was just not a Banshee series. We haven't even seen the biggest tier 3 games. It was a tier 3 push most of the time, and then it was over, and 1-0 is going for the signature Naga once again. Oh, how the tables have turned, Remo, on Wednesday. Chat was up in arms. Naga, why the Naga? It's like, guys, burst damage, she good. And now people are calling for a Naga.
Big item snipe immediately with that Naga, by the way. He sold it. I'm not sure what it was exactly. Instead buying circlets. The Naga is getting giga stacked here immediately. It was looking for a creep jack. Still on the lookout. Naga's pretty hurt, by the way. Oh. Careful now.
Fiend, unfortunately ensnared. Gets the coil. Ensnare wears off, but Lich has so much more damage. Takes pressure off of the Naga herself, but that Fiend is down to 15 gold. Nice creep check by Happy, even though he doesn't have progress towards level 4. That is still a nice bounty to claim, and 1-0 has to run back, tail tucked between his legs.
You know, it would be a sick hero for Happy. Get a decent position, got a Fiend kill. Crypt Lord could be good here. Or tier 2 expansion could be good, I guess. Expo on the way to tier 3, my goodness. Happy greeting it up.
Again, similar to what he did before. Crypt Lord, yep, was a nice tier 3 hero. If there's a lot of Fiends, Crypt Lord can shine when he can get to level 3 reliably, and that seems to be the case on Twisted. Will this be a surprise? I think Twisted would be a great map for a Shade in this matchup. We have seen Burrow already. Happy going into the base once again. There's no narrow, Primo.
There's also no Telestaff, so this could be a bit dangerous, but that's one Acolyte going down for sure. Lich not going all the way into the back. Must make sure not to get surrounded here. Oh, Lich! Oh, Lich! They're slow against him. Happy, did he miscalculate this?
There's no TP, there's no staff. Can he save himself to the Zeppelin, maybe? Naga not chasing. Focus on the skeletons to save the economy. Happy with a lucky break here.
That's a mistake, isn't it?
Huh?
Didn't the Naga have to chase? She was getting damaged by the Lich, but she had a heal potion.
Yeah, I thought so.
I think that's a huge mistake. I think that's a kill missed out on.
Maybe nerfs. Maybe it is nerfs on game 7 after all. Or different prioritization. This little push, not as devastating as it was before on Autumn Leaves when it wrecked 1-0's entire economy and forced 2 coils. Damage mitigation here for sure. We get the big mana on 1-0. Nice. Might be sold though.
Happy is coming back for the next round on low HP. Got a staff. He could go into the back, kill an acolyte, and staff away. But if the timing's bad, he might just get Nova'd.
Lich, yeah, I was about to say Lich is around the corner. 20 seconds though.
Ooh, big moment in the game.
A player's forces
Got a
are
telly
under
staff. 15 seconds. He sees the Lich is in production. He knows he
Are you
can't
really
stay
staying here?
forever. The greed, dude.
Dude, how are you still here?
5,
Happy?
3. How fast is 1-0?
He's turning around!
What? Staff Lich 1-0 is not reacting in time either. Maybe he calculated it and saw that it wasn't in kill threshold. Either Omega calculated or big Demi balls.
Yeah, big balls for sure. Almost a bit too big. Those were clanking hard. Happy now beginning to mine from the expansion, but he hasn't really gotten rich from it yet.
It was, of course, a little bit of extra gold from the main bases. 1-0's acolytes were gone. Happy marching across the map, scouting for a counter expansion, which isn't there, but what is there is the Lich! Block with the statue, second attempt, maybe? 1-0 still busy with the red spot, trying to dance around it! Somehow oiled up, glitching through these ghouls, and now the Lich might be in trouble here. Can he somehow save that Lich? No! But Happy can with the coil, and now 1-0, what do you do?
Lots of units hurt here. Has a TP. Wait, the item's on the ground!
No way!
The staff! He can't click it! He can't! The Naga's left behind! The staff as well! Oh my god! Ultra disaster!
What? The nerves, Remo! The nerves!
Oh my god.
On game 7, Happy the clutch machine gets a Staff of Silence for free, a Lich for free, a Naga for free, and I would like to say a grand final for free.
Oh, 1-0. That was so unlucky. The Naga out of range. The creeps were standing on top of the item. He couldn't click it. Uses the Fog Lightning to kill him and pick up the item. Couldn't do that. That's why he misses the TP. Oh, man. I feel bad for him. But, man, this is like a symphony of catastrophes over here.
Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. How do you recover from this? We've seen 1-0 in bad situations this series, especially Hammerfall. But yeah, we go Crypt Lord now by Happy as well. We got Silence and Impale and Nova. There's so much crowd control and disable in this army now with good levels and great numbers and the expo to back things off. Like 1-0 needs a miracle.
Yeah, a number of miracles, I'd say. The one thing is, Happy has no anti-air, or no web at least, so the destroyers should be able to do really well right here. Happy also supply blocked at the moment, forgot about those. Naga in trouble, Impale is in. This is so much hero nuke potential. The Naga survives once with the heal potion, but now that one's gone.
Okay, slithers away out of the fight. Lich under pressure as well. Sweet silence with the staff being dispelled rather quickly. DK by Happy. Oh my god. The Naga shattered into 1,000 pieces thanks to Nova. The statues are falling as well. GG. No chance. It is the back-to-back win for Happy against Match Point. Something that 1-2-0 did on Wednesday. Happy does to him here now. He got the clutch factor back. He shows his best Warcraft when it matters most, and 1-2-0 wasn't able to follow that up, got a little nervous, and then of course Catastrophe strikes on the upper right hand side. What a series though! There is no B-Cup without Happy in the final.